This is the Cadoodle Mini Box A1. The brand sent this over for me to try, and I'm really excited that they did because I've been 3D printing for a while now, and I've got some family members with younger kids who are interested, and I wanted something that is more accessible for them. And so I'm really excited to open this up, and I thought I would show you what it looks like when we unbox this thing and put it together. So let's open her up. Got some foam, little filament roll, tools, power supply, and some glue. There's also the tube for the filament. And then we'll pull the printer out. And that's it for the box. And we'll open this up. And it looks like we've got the inside packed with some foam here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, and then we'll take a look at what the inside looks like when I'm done. All right, so I pulled the plastic off of the front of the screen here, and I've gotten all the foam out from the inside. You want to make sure you get the foam that's around the back of the print bed and everything inside as well, because there was not only foam in the front, but there was foam around the back. So you just kind of have to reach in there and dig it out. So you want to make sure you do that. And right away, this thing looks really nice. It is a mini, so you can see the print bed here, which is a nice size for little mini prints, which is great. And then to put this thing together, we're just going to want to put the filament holder on the back. There's a little hook here where it snaps right in, just like that. And so that will hold the filament on, which comes in this roll here. And then we'll want to put the tube in and connect the tube to the extruder. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of that set up and get everything connected up to power. I'm going to get it connected up to the Wi-Fi, download the app and all that jazz. And then we'll see if we can get a test print going, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so I've got it all powered on. I went to the settings menu, downloaded the update after I connected it to my Wi-Fi, and then I went and downloaded the mobile app for the Cadoodle. And the app is really nice. It's got a bunch of different models available for you to print. There's just a ton of them, actually, a lot of like fun things that you can pre-print, which is just fantastic. Connecting to the printer was really straightforward. You just click the connect a device button, and then there's a little like QR code or code that you scan here, and it just connected right up to the printer. Super easy and super straightforward. The other thing that I really like about this is you can actually tap on the printer once it's connected up, and you can see the status of it. So you can see like the temperature. If it's printing, you can view the print status, and then you can also look at the previous jobs that you've run. So if you go back through, it has a list of things that you've printed in the history. And so you can see all the different prints that you've done with it, which is really cool. And overall, the app has been really friendly to use. And I've, really been impressed with just how many models that are on there and how easy it was to connect to the printer. So now I'm going to go ahead and spend some time doing some prints, and I'll get back to you after I've spent a little time with it. All right, so I've spent a couple days with this thing, and I got to say, I'm honestly really impressed. For what's marketed as a kid's 3D printer, this thing has actually done a really nice job on prints for me, and I've been really, really pleased with it. I've printed a few things. I printed off of this print menu. They've got a bunch of different pre-sliced options that you can just print right from the kiosk here on the screen, including one of these little fidget toys that's like a little infinity fidget toy, and it's just really cool. It printed really, really well in several different pieces, and it's been, you can see the quality on it just looks really, really nice. The edges are really clean, and it just came together really, really well, and it printed in the individual pieces, snapped together, no problem. So this was a really fun one. It also did a benchy, which is one of the pre-available options as well. It printed this in about 30 minutes, and again, the quality on this is just really nice. I also played with getting my own custom models onto the printer, and that wasn't a problem as well. You just have to configure Cura with some settings specifically for the Cadoodle, and you can find those on the internet with some searching. Once I got Cura configured, I loaded up a model that I made just with some software online. I wanted to print a little riser for my sound bar, and this is what it looks like. I just drew it up really quick. Was able to slice that with Cura with the Cadoodle settings, and then just stick it onto a flash drive. I plugged the flash drive into the side of the printer here, and then it's one of the options you can print from here. There's a little flash drive button, and so again, there's instructions for that online. And I didn't have any problems with that at all. This printed really, really nicely and was exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show you a little bit more about the printer. So it has a filament holder here on the back, and it comes with a little spool of filament. There's actually a model built in that you can print that is a holder for a larger spool of filament, which is great. I'm actually going to print that because I have some bigger spools that I want to load up in here. And then you just feed the filament, you just feed the filament up through this. And then this tube goes down, of course, into the extruder inside. This top panel is removable. If you need to reach down in there to feed the tube and all of that, you can do that. There's just a couple of little twist caps here underneath. So you just reach your hand up and you can feel them. There's one on each side here, and I'll show you what that looks like right here. These little twist caps just kind of lock it into place. So if you need to get in there to feed the tube into the extruder, that's how you're going to do that. And then you just push them back into place to hold that. And what I really like about this is that it is a contained unit. So it is designed for kids. And because of that, safety is really, really important. And it's got a couple things I really, really like about it. So when you open the door, the printer will actually detect that, and it will stop the print and say, whoa, you have to close the door for the print to go, which is a really, really nice feature. I really like that. The other thing about this that's a little bit different is that the bed is not heated. And so they recommend you do apply some glue to the surface of the print bed, the little sheet here, so that it'll help the prints adhere to the bed. But I haven't had any problems with that. It's printed really nicely. Everything that I've tried to print has been great, as long as I just put a little glue on there. But that's awesome because you can't reach in here, touch the hot bed, and burn your hand, which is just fantastic. So the menu is really easy and straightforward, which is what I'd expect from kind of a kid's printer. You just hit start printing, and then you can choose the pre-made models, or again, if you loaded a flash drive, there's an option for that. So you can load from your flash drive. And once you have the model you want to print, you just select it and you can hit print, and then the printer will start printing. So yeah, it's just really, really straightforward, really easy to use. It does a good job showing you how many layers it has left to print, as well as like how far it is into the print, which is just great. And I was actually really surprised as well by how fast this actually printed. It again is just a really nice, snappy printer, and again did the benchy pretty quickly and with great quality. So I was just really, really pleased with that. So if you're looking for a really cool kind of starter printer to get your little ones introduced to 3D printing, this thing is awesome. I want to say thank you so much to the brand for sending it to me to try. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I would highly recommend it.